and never get to you. Is there something I'm missing? More than
Keeper of the Stone. That's Dave Gunning there that you're listening to. Good morning, everybody. You're watching Breakfast Television. Thanks for joining us. And you're actually going to be the Keeper of the Stone.
Yeah, the changing of the guard is going to take place a little bit later this morning. If you're not familiar with the Sconestone is, we want you to stick around. This is something created by a Nova Scotia man to spread kindness literally throughout the world, and it's been on an incredible journey so far. We'll tell you a little bit more about it later in the show.
Yeah, different people who have handled it.
Yeah, it's an honor for me to have it. Each keeper keeps it for 1 week and then hands off to somebody of their choosing. It's entirely up to them, so looking forward to it.
Very cool. Also looking forward to hopefully a beautiful day. Meteorologist Tina Simkin is standing.
Coming up later on BT, the handing off of the Sconestone. We'll tell you all about it starting this half hour.
I don't want my naked lies. I just want to sleep tonight. I never asked for this name.
All right, so this half hour, we're going to show you the Sconestone.
Okay.
We're going to tell you all about it. You'll meet Warren MacLeod, who is the maker of a Nova Scotia man, is the maker of the Sconestone that's been all around the world.
Wow.
Dave Gunning just brought it back from ECMAs. He's going to hand it off to me a little bit later in the show. And I have to tease him right now because I know he's in our back room right now, and I assume he's listening. Dave is pale, he's as white as a ghost, and he needs to sit down because he just arrived 5 minutes ago, and as he was getting out of the car, it fell. He turned around, the case was open, he turned around, and there it was rolling across the parking lot.
No.
So
it's fine, though. It's part of the Sconestone's history now.
You know what? And Warren and his wife, Carrie, weren't the least bit upset about it. In its travels, it's going to get a few love marks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Dave was pretty relieved. Makes for a good story this morning.
How long is this going to go on? Like, you're passing it off to someone, and that person, like, is it a year-long thing? Is it a forever thing, or what?
Well, as long as it keeps building momentum. And as part of it, the keeper of the Sconestone has to, share it with as many people as possible, but come up with at least one act of kindness while they're the keeper of the stone. So, that's sort of the heart of it, is that you continue to one act of kindness builds another and another and another. And I'm not going to tell you who I'm handing it off to, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
We'll find that out next week.
Are you going to tell us what your act of kindness, at least one of your acts of kindness, will be?
I won't tease you for a week. That'll be one of them.
Okay, I'll take it.
I don't know if I can stick to it. I'll try. All right, thank you very much, Tina. I have a very special honor that I want to share with viewers this morning. I've been chosen to be one of the keepers of the Sconestone. Now, here to tell us what that is and what it means is the Sconestone's creator, Warren MacLeod. Now, Warren's from Nova Scotia, but has spent part of his life in Africa, and he has Scottish heritage, and all of these influences have come together in the making of the Sconestone. But Warren, first of all, I don't want to get too far ahead of things. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks, Jayson.
It's a real pleasure to have you here, and I think this is a real cool honor. I believe I'm going to be keeper number 19. There's only been 18 before me.
Yeah, that's right. It started as journeying at the end of August. So it's only been going for about 7 months right now, so it's got a pretty cool future ahead of it, I think.
Before we talk about what it is and how you made it, let's talk about that journey, since you bring it up a little bit, some of the locales that the Sconestone's been to already.
Yeah, well, it started off in Scotland. We had a concert in Scotland, and the First Minister of Scotland presented to the first keeper, Reverend Neil Galbraith. And his pledge of kindness was he actually started a cross-out child poverty campaign in Scotland, which is going great guns right now. It's doing fabulous things. And from there, it made its way over to New York. It was at the 9/11 ceremonies with a policewoman, and did a bit of a tour around the States, and then it went over to Eastern Europe. I went to Hungary and Romania, and it's touched the hands of some pretty interesting people. One of a few people that are of note is a Franciscan brother named Borja Casaba in Romania, who adopted 700 children and is looking after them. And he had the stone for a week, and it was fantastic to have the spotlight on him and to show people the things that these people are doing.
That's just great, Warren. How am I going to follow up on that? I guess I have a week to figure out how. I'm excited where it's going after me. I think I don't want to give too much away, but I think and I hope that the Sconestone is going to end up in Haiti. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's talk about what it is and where the idea came from, first of all.
Sure. Actually, I lived in Scotland for a wee while, and I was at a farmer that was living nearby me. I was having a chat with him, and he handed me a bronze cast of a shape. I couldn't understand what it was, but he said it was a bronze casting of a stone he found in his field when he was harvesting the potatoes. And I took it and I thought, God, that is the oddest thing. I've never seen anything like it. So I started to research it a bit and found out that there's only about 400 of these stones been found. They date back about 5,000 years, and no one has any idea what they're about. And I thought, you know what, I could probably carve something like that. I'd never done stone carving before, but I gave it a try and came up with the Sconestone. And
what's it made of?
It's soapstone. It's
just a soapstone.
It's soapstone from South Africa.
I'm going to pick it up here.
And it's
very heavy as well.
It's quite dense, and it's funnily enough, you know, you leave it in the sun, it also picks up the heat as well. You know, there's definitely an energy that goes with the stone, and I didn't want it sitting on a shelf, and it was coming up to Valentine's Day last year, and my wife Carrie is always doing these small acts of kindness for us around the house, for me and my girls. And I thought, you know what, I'll give that to her as a gift. It's kind of in honor of her acts of kindness, but the trick to it was, I said, you know, we're going to send it on a journey. Don't ask me how I came up with the idea. It was just there. And so away it's gone. You know, we've got people to help us to kind of get this journey on the road. And it's interesting talking to the keepers because they're talking about it, sort of picking up a sense of aura about it now, which is kind of interesting.
Well, we'll definitely be talking to Dave Gunning about that in the next half hour, because he's the current keeper of the Sconestone, and he's here with us this morning. It's interesting how something so personal between you and your wife has turned into something so global like this as well. So basically, we've got about 30 seconds to wrap up, Warren. My responsibility with the Sconestone is have contact with as many people as possible, spread the word about the Sconestone, and then pass on at least one act of kindness. Is that my responsibility?
Pass on an act of kindness, and everyone out there can participate. You go to the Sconestone.com website and you can track the stone, and we send out newsletters as well.
We have that on screen right now. That's Sconestone.com. We are going to take a little break right now. In the next half hour of the show, Dave Gunning's going to come in, our good friend, to pass it off. I'll be the 19th keeper. Very proud of it.